Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So my last thrift store haul, I noted that was the last of my piles that I had sitting here, and I thought it would be quite a while before I did thrift store haul number 29. Well, I ended up going to the thrift store a couple days after that, and I got another pile of really cool things here. There's a Blu-ray in here, a TV series, movies on DVD, and a few video games, and so a whole bunch of different things, and I am excited to share it with you guys. Before we get into this, so if you have a quick second, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to Thrift Store Haul number 29. Alright, so I'll start with the Blu-ray I found because there's only one of them, and this actually is an upgrade for me. This is the Duff. So, if you probably won't remember, why would you? But last year I ended up picking up the Duff at the Dollar Tree on DVD. This one only had the Blu-ray inside, so I combined them, so now I have a complete copy of the Duff with the DVD and the Blu-ray combo pack. So I thought that was pretty cool. This one was actually part of the 2 for $1, which sometimes they mark up their Blu-rays to $3, but I believe this one was actually part of the 2 for $1, so I thought that was a really good deal. This is a high school comedy in the vein of something like Mean Girls, and yeah, I've not watched this one yet, but I'm sure I'll probably enjoy it when I get around to it. It looks like a stupid high school comedy, which I tend to enjoy. So yeah, I thought it was cool to upgrade this one and complete this set here that I picked up from the thrift store. So this is the Duff on Blu-ray. Next up is a TV series that, honestly, I may have had this in my collection previously at some point, but I ended up getting rid of it. But for the 50 cents, I figured, you know what, pick it up, why not? This is Homeland, the complete first season. So this is a political thriller of some sort, as far as I am understanding it. And so I don't know if it's going to be any good or not, but it ran for, a handful of seasons, so I know some people like it. What is this? Oh, the 2012 Golden Globe winner for Best TV series. So maybe it's pretty good. I've just not watched it. So yeah, I thought this was cool. It does have the slipcover with it, which is awesome. And again, I paid 50 cents for this. So why not add it to my collection? If I get around to it, great. If not, well, hey, it's another item I can purge out down the line. But for now, I'm intrigued. We will see if this is decent or not. This is Homeland, the complete first season. Alright, so moving over to the DVD movies now. The first one here is Joe Pesci and Danny Glover in Gone Fishin'. So I've never seen this one before, but I mean, look at that cast. What's not to love there? 2 excellent actors in this, and it's supposed to be a comedy. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I guess they're best friends who are big fishermen, and they are going on a fishing trip, but things don't go as planned. And so, I don't know, sounds kind of silly, but I'm sure it's going to be fun with a cast like that. So I thought that was a cool find. This is Gone Fishin'. Back in the mid-2000s, I remember Sarah Michelle Gellar doing kind of random horror movies. Of course, she did The Grudge, and then from there, she did a couple of, I don't think they were J-horror remakes, but they were inspired by that craze at the time. One of them was Possession, which is not a good movie, but the other one here is The Return. Now, this is one I really was surprised I didn't have this in my collection already, and I don't believe I've seen this one either, but you can look at it. It is absolutely inspired by that J-horror craze of the early to mid 2000s. Like I said, she was in The Grudge before this. The Grudge 2, I think she has a small cameo in as well. But yeah, this is an interesting time for me because I love horror during this period. Of course, you have J-horror remakes that are kind of going off, and you have the start of the torture era as well, which I love. And so this is just a weird era that I really enjoy for horror movies. So definitely had to check this one out. I was really surprised I didn't own it, but excited now that it's in the collection. This is Sarah Michelle Gellar in The Return. This next one I thought was a pretty cool find because I've only ever seen the remake in the wild. I've never seen the original DVD of the Stepford Wives. So I've not seen either of the films, but I'm intrigued to check both of them out. They're actually based on an Ira Levin novel. Of course, the author of Rosemary's Baby, which I have read and really enjoy. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see if this one is any good. It's kind of a, from what I understand, maybe like a horror sci-fi tinge thing. I don't know exactly, but I have a feeling that this cover kind of gives things away a little bit, but we shall see. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool find because I've never, like I said, never seen the original out in the wild before. So this is the Stepford Wives. This last DVD is a really cool find. Now, this is, I believe, the pilot episode of what would then go on to be a TV series, but this is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins, and you can see Tim Allen is doing the voice of Buzz Lightyear, which is really cool. So like I said, I believe this is like a two-part pilot episode. I think it's only like 70 minutes long. Yeah, 70 minutes. And I believe it's the two-part pilot to what would go on to be this Buzz Lightyear of Star Command series, which of course does have video games based off of it. I know at least a PS1 game. Maybe they ported it to N64, I don't remember. But yeah, either way, I thought this was really cool, and so definitely had to add it. A bonus feature here, it says digital comic book. So that's very intriguing. I definitely have to check this out and see what that's about. But yeah, really cool ad for the collection. Another Disney one. This is Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, The Adventure Begins. All right, let's jump over to the video games. And the first one here is a sports title, so not many people are going to care, but I didn't own FIFA 18 on Xbox One, so I had to add it to the collection. You guys might remember that I do have a stupid video game collection because so many of the titles are sports games, which I absolutely love. And so this was just one I didn't own, and it was 50 cents. So of course, I'm adding it to the collection. So this first one here is FIFA 18 on Xbox One. I was really surprised to find this next one. It's actually a PlayStation 2 title. This is Dead to Rights, and I'm really looking forward to checking this one out. This is one of those that I'd always heard about over the years, but I never actually sat down to play, and I never owned it either. So yeah, I was really happy to find this. Again, 50 cents for this, which is just insane. Now, this one is not complete, but it does have the disc and the cover art. Unfortunately, I did have to change the case out because the case was just ruined, but you can, I don't know if you'll make it out. It is slit a little bit on the side there, but again, for 50 cents, who really cares? It's just cool to have the disc in the collection. So yeah, I'm excited to check this one out. I'm guessing it's going to feel a little GTA-ish, given when it was released back in the early 2000s, but it says there is a Hong Kong-style action over 15 chapters. So yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I'll see if it's any good. This is Dead to Rights. Last but not least is a really cool one. It's not like the greatest game or anything like that, but it's just interesting. This is Link's Crossbow Training. And so this was sold, I believe it was sold alongside the Wii Zapper in order to kind of showcase what it was all about. But what's really cool is that this is complete. So it does have the manual and the disc. And you can see this is, I'll compare it to like a regular size game. It is in one of the smaller cases, much like you would find with something like Wii Sports as well. And so the fact that it's in such good shape for being in this cardboard sleeve is pretty remarkable. Now, I don't know if this thing is worth anything at all. Actually, maybe I'll throw up a couple comps just to see if it's worth anything, but I just thought it was a really cool find. Again, 50 cents, why not give it a shot and add it to the collection? I have played this one back when it was new. I worked at GameStop when the Wii came out, and so I was able to, buy a lot of nonsense back then. And so, yeah, this was one of those things that I tried out. But yeah, I don't remember loving it. Don't remember it being earth-shattering at all, but it was good for what it was. This is Link's Crossbow Training on the Nintendo Wii, and that is going to wrap up everything that I picked up in my recent thrift store haul. All right, so running the gamut here. The only thing I'm missing this time out is books, but hey, I didn't find any. I found some really cool video games and movies though, so very happy to pick those up. But let me know down in the comments below, have you found anything great from your thrift stores lately? I always love hearing thrift store finds because you could find literally anything at the thrift store, and it's always really cool. But let me know of this pile. Have you played any of these games or watched any of these films? What do you recommend for me? Let me know what your thoughts are on these and anything else down below. I always appreciate any and all comments, so thanks so much for that support. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this one, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies or video games, I talk all things media. Books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. Alright guys, so that's gonna do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.